My name is Marina Alves. I'm a graphic designer, and my apartment has always been more than a home. It was my fortress. Safety wasn't a feeling, it was a fact. Until that night.
The party had been good. Friends, laughter, the music still echoing in my head as I unlocked the door. But the familiarity of my home felt tainted. A cold feeling, like a draft where no window was open. My work backpack, tossed on the couch, had been rummaged through. The zipper on the inner pocket, one I never use, was open. Nothing was stolen. Just violated. That's when I saw the messages on my computer, which I'd left on. Nonsensical strings of characters, as if someone had just dragged their fingers across the keyboard. And amidst the digital chaos, a paper note next to the monitor. Black ink, hurried letters. "You are not alone." My first instinct was anger. Some drunk friend, a bad joke. I sent furious texts, made accusations, but everyone denied it with unnerving sincerity. The days passed, and anger gave way to a subtle fear, a slow-acting poison. The kitchen cabinet door I was sure I had closed would be slightly ajar. Login notifications for my email accounts from cities I'd never been to. And the shadows. My once familiar apartment now seemed to have darker corners that shifted at the edge of my vision. The feeling of being watched was constant, a physical pressure in the air. Rationality abandoned me. I bought cameras, small, discreet, and scattered them around the house. I was going to catch the person responsible. I was going to prove I wasn't crazy. For days, nothing. Hours upon hours of footage of myself, working, sleeping, living under the strain of an unseen gaze. Paranoia became my routine. Until, one early morning, reviewing the footage from the night before, I saw it. The timestamp read 3:17 a.m. I was asleep, a lump under the covers. From the dark corner near the bookshelf, something materialized. It wasn't a person. It was an absence of light, a tall, thin silhouette that moved with a predatory calm. It didn't walk. It glided. I watched that dark form touch my books, pick up a picture frame, observe it, and place it back down, but facing the wall. I watched it stop beside my bed and stand there motionless for over an hour. Just watching. There was no face, no details, just a presence that shouldn't exist. The terror was no longer about an intruder. It was about reality itself fraying around me. That thing didn't break down the door. It was simply there. I decided to move. Within a week, my sanctuary was in boxes, the bare walls echoing my anxiety. On the last day, as I picked up the final box, I walked past the full-length mirror in the hallway, and I stopped. My reflection was there, exhausted and scared. But behind me, in the reflection, stood another figure. Tall, wearing a dark, worn-out suit. Its face was in shadow, but I could clearly see the smooth, unbroken skin where a mouth should have been. Eyes that were just pits of shadow. It didn't move. It just watched me from the other side of the glass. I spun around. The hallway was empty. I looked back at the mirror. He was still there. I don't know if what I saw was real or if my mind finally broke. I dropped everything and ran. But the feeling has never left me. Safety is an illusion. We are not alone. And sometimes, when I catch my gaze in a dark reflection, I feel it. I feel him, still there, on the other side, patiently waiting for my next distraction.